Hey folks, this is Coach Q. Like we got some college football playoff selection show coming to you. Need to check on something here. Quick look, and I'll be right there. There we go. She's live, and we're going for it here. Alrighty, as you can see, we are in the year 2038 of my coaching dynasty, offline dynasty that I've been doing. Here is the 8-team. We have 8 teams. We're doing 8-team playoff. And here are the teams that made the top 8. Here's the bracket. We will first start out with 8th seed Illinois at 10-2. 7th seed Florida 9-3. Coming in at 6th is Cal at 12-1. 5th, got Texas A&M 11-1. And after we get done with the bracket here, we'll go in and look at each team, their schedules, and a couple overalls for how they ranked offense and defensively, and how many points they average per game. Coming in fourth, not fourth place, but in the 4th seed is Navy, and they're taking on Texas A&M in the Rose Bowl first round. 3rd seed Pitt, 12-1, taking on Cal in the Sugar Bowl. In the 2nd seed, number 2 ranked Notre Dame, taking on Florida in the Cotton Bowl. And the number 1 seed coming in is my team, the Huskers. We are 13-0. Taking on Big Ten foe, Illinois, in the Peach Bowl in the first round. Second round for the left side of the bracket will be at the semifinals will be at the Orange Bowl, and the semifinals for the right side of the bracket will be in the Fiesta Bowl. The championship, I'm not even sure what championship game is at. And here is all 8 of the teams. We will take a look at the first 4, the top 4, then we'll take a look at the bottom 4. Nebraska Cornhuskers come in ranked number 1 at 12-0. Actually, they were 13-0. That is incorrect on the record there. They are 13-0. They took on Penn State and beat them 41-21 in the Big Ten championship game. As you can see, their record there. And close one with Wisconsin in Week 8, an overtime victory there for them. And the rest of the way, pretty much was pretty good defense the rest of the way. And the average, offense was pretty good too. Points per game for the offense was 37.08, which ranks 4th. And defensive points allowed, 17.46, ranks 5th. And the opponent's overall record was 80-78. So record wasn't super strong. Coming in second is Notre Dame, number 2 ranked Notre Dame. They had an overtime win against UCF early on, but after that, they pretty much dominated. Their average offense was 34.3, which gives them a ranking of 16. Their defense was number 1 ranked in the country at 15.17 points per game. Their opponents' records were a lot better, 83-67 overall. 3rd ranked Pitt, 12-1 and 10-0 in conference. They had an overtime win as well. Week 8 versus Clemson, 37-38. Their total, and they end up winning their conference championship game over Florida State, 29-28. Total offensive points per game, 35.69, which gives them a ranking of 7th. And defense was 22.38, a ranking of 23rd. Opponents' overall records was 84-74. Fourth ranked Navy comes in with 11-2 record and 8-1 conference. Their conference championship game against USF, they win 27-17. Their offensive points per game, 35.92, which ranks 6th. Defensive points allowed per game, 16.69, ranks 4th. Overall opponent's record, 93-66. This here is the top 4 of the 2038 playoff bracket. And here are the bottom 4. Coming in number 5 is Texas A&M. They're 11-1, 8-1 overall, and they did not go to their championship game. They are averaging 39.92 points per game, which ranks number 1 in the country. And defensive points given up are 25.58, ranks 38th. Their opponents' records overall is 77-68. Coming in at the 6th seed, number 6, Cal. 12-1, 9-1 in the conference. They win their conference over USC 24-12. Averaging 35.31 points per game, ranked 11th, 17.54 points per game for defense, ranks them 6th. Overall record for opponents was 75-83. First one with a overall record for their opponents as a losing record. Let's see. Coming in 7th, the Florida Gators. They are 9-3 overall, 6-3 in conference. They did not go to their conference championship game, but their overall offense per game was 30.08, ranks 35th. Their defensive points per game was 16.17, which ranks 2nd. And their opponent's overall record was 75-71. And coming in as the 8th seed is Illinois, Big Ten opponent of the Huskers. They're 10-2 and 7-2 overall in conference. They had a overtime win against South Alabama, 38-35. And as you can see, they took on Nebraska in week 12 and lost that game 35-17. Their total points per game are 37.75, ranked 2nd, and defensive points per game 22.33, ranks 10th. Their opponent's overall record 65-68. And there you go, folks. Those are the top 8 teams in the 2038 playoff bracket for my offline dynasty. And I appreciate those coming out watching, and stay tuned for some playoff action as the Huskers take on Illinois in the first round of the 2038 playoffs. And thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.